Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine.
And what excitement we have today.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show for a Tuesday. Great to have you along. I always hated that when the jockeys would say that. Great to have you along. Like you're going on some ride somewhere, you know?
It is, Mike. It's a ride of fun. It's a dark ride.
It's a dark ride? Like, yeah, you go inside.
Yeah, exactly. And the doors
like we're
shut
inside.
behind you. Mm-hmm. And there's fog, and there's animatronics.
Your tattoo, baby,
Yeah, how about that?
was a big, big hit. And I had to say, I didn't want to write this online because I want to come in and tell you this, that,
Right.
you know, how often have I said to Rob Spiewak, Josh, you know, get out there, live your life, do stuff. Well, my little getaway, my little staycation, I did virtually nothing except ferry my son around. And then Rob goes out and gets a tattoo. And not only is it a tattoo that he's wanted to do for a long time, but it was kind of cool looking as well. And I thought that was, I was very happy to see you. It seems to me to be validation of you feeling that zest for life again and, you know, getting out and having fun and doing stuff that's
all things
unusual.
Pointed to tattoo, and it was very. What I was surprised is, I mean, I enjoyed all the people that were supportive, but I was shocked how many of our listeners actually had variants of the TCB tattoo.
Oh, you mean that individual? Yeah. See, I didn't see that, so
yeah,
I
I saw a
sure
link where there was
one.
like 4 or 5 people that had it, which really surprised me, and everyone loved it except for one person.
Who would be the negatory on that one?
Horny Bob Spiewak.
Oh, Bob didn't like it?
What was his problem?
He said, well,
Condo Bob. You called him by his evil old name. You didn't even call him Condo Bob.
I should call him my pop. Talked to him yesterday. He's bacheloring it this month because his wife is in Mississippi visiting family. So we
for a month.
Yeah, roughly. It's not hot enough in Miami in August. She has to go to Mississippi.
Mississippi in August.
Yeah,
I didn't know that Kathy Spiewak had family in Mississippi.
Lexington, near Lexington. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's a very, very small town. I'm talking small, Arthur.
Is it Mississippi burning type town?
I don't know. My dad's been there once.
Remember that sheriff in Mississippi burning? Yeah. You in Mississippi now. You in Mississippi now.
Mike, there is literally a town square like Mayberry. And I hear the town is so small that at halftime at the high school football games, one guy comes out and makes an American flag.
I understand they're having their whole town carpeted. I'm talking small.
But I was talking to my pop, and he said, "How is what's going on?" I said, "Well, I finally took the bandage off my tattoo because I got a tattoo." And there's a long pause. He says, "Well, you'll never regret that."
Good dad. That's dad being dad. That's dad being with it. I'm sorry. I get it.
I wanted to get this a long time. He said, "What did you get?"
You're in your 50s. It doesn't matter about
I know, and I
described
it to him. He said, I guess it's not going to hold you back in the corporate world.
Wow. That sounds like your father and I replaced each other for a short period of time.
But I said, and I explained why I got it, and he says, I guess that's fine. But he was not enthused.
Did you show it to him?
He'll see it on Facebook eventually because I put the pictures up. But no, I mean, he
didn't
feel
like a FaceTime call was in order for that.
No, I don't FaceTime with my dad. And for those of you just joining us today, here it is.
It's looking great.
And it's looking better. It's starting to pop more, isn't it? Josh, did you say it would pop more as it...
Yeah, as it heals up. It will. Yeah.
There's
the scarring and scabbing will come off and that color will brighten up.
There's a few flecks of skin that are coming off, and that's normal. And so, I'm washing it every 4 hours with mild soapy water and hitting it with my Mad Rabbit lotion.
That's good, and it looks good, and I'm glad the listeners liked it. I'm not a tattoo person. You know that. I'm not a person that believes in them.
What if you found like an Irish O'Mara crest?
No.
Or something like that?
No, because it's all been done. It's all been done. I'm with a guy at dinner the other night that's a pretty successful dude, and he pops out his Red Sox shoulder tattoo, and it's just like, I mean, it's at least with TCB, it's a little unique. But then you said a lot of people have had them, TCB.
Yeah, but also I will, not to break any hearts, none of them looked right.
And I.
Oh, now see, that's
yours
snarky.
Well, it is, but it's
yours
true.
has some good color.
Yeah, but I appreciate the fact that people did. I heard from Johnny Midnight, my buddy Brad, who said that it's awesome that if he ever got a tattoo, that would be it, but he's not done it yet.
Is he an Elvis fan like you?
Oh, yeah. We came up through the Elvis ranks together. And so it's
you make it sound like you were in the Marine Corps together.
No, okay, but I mean, back when Elvis was something, back when we were in high school, we were big fans. And now, and face it, all of Elvis's fans are dying. Elvis is aging out, so it's up to me to carry the torch, I guess. But the fact that I have none regrets. I mean, it's sort of when you pull the trigger and do it. Yeah, it's weird.
And you won't because you chose something that's meaningful to you.
Yeah, I agree. So
I wouldn't listen to Josh. I wouldn't listen to Josh about that.
You did say the Red Sox tattoo is man. I have an Orioles tattoo. I think that means just as much to me as TCB.
It probably does.
There's got to be something.
I don't want to represent the anti-tattoo crowd. Because it really, I want to go on record by saying, I want to say on record that I don't have an issue. And I have dated in my single period, not really dated, but hung out and was very attracted to
with a
woman with like a sleeve of tattoos. And I thought it was sexy. And so I thought it was beautiful. So the art form,
I'm
I think,
sorry
is
that marriage didn't work out.
It was not a marriage. It was maybe it was not even maybe a date. I don't know. But I remember there was one.
Was it when you were running with your posse?
Yeah.
Okay, that explains a lot.
Now there was another woman I took on a date that said had across her chest, "Trust no one," and I didn't see that until like we were on a boat. And she took her shirt off, with bikini top, and it said "Trust no one." I'm like, perhaps I've made some sort of error. But I'm okay with it.
Isn't there some tattoo? There's got to be something because you're not anti.
No, I don't. I think
there has to be something you would get, like Thug Life would be nice.
No, I think that the idea of tattoos. It's just past. I mean, I think that it was there for a while.
The Kraft logo.
Kraft macaroni and cheese?
Yes.
Now you found the way to my heart. Now I will storm into the local parlor.
No, I think maybe 8-10 years, Michael comes to you, says, "Dad, let's get matching tattoos."
Oh, that's a different story.
That's cool, yeah.
But 8 to 10 years, he'll have to spray paint it on my tombstone.
We'll need a long needle. Because it's going underground.
Like a drill bit.
It'd be great is you got.
I was thinking tattoos. As I was throwing ball with him in the backyard yesterday, I was thinking, I'm a pretty young dad for my age. I really am. I think I am. Thank you. I really do believe that, the physical activity, there's nothing, outside of like running around a lot. I don't, because like when he throws a ball over my head, he chases. He knows he's got an older dad. He chases. Right. When I catch for him, I catch at D-bat, Josh, and they've got those wonderful little stools that you sit on. I don't get down in the catcher's position. I'm not doing that, But as far as the arm and throwing a football and throwing a baseball and catching a baseball and even standing in to take a few pitches in the batting cage, I'm there, baby. I'm there. I get that done. I'm okay with that. So I feel like a young
dropping the ball into a machine.
No, first of all, I pitched to him, and I took some swings in the cage with his little bat too. So I mean, it's fun.
Were you sore the
active.
Next day?
No, my arm today. My arm is. Carla's got me doing these letter writing things now, where you write letters by hand. And
thank you for sending them. I really enjoy reading them.
Thank you. That hurts my arm more than throwing a baseball. That's weird. That's weird.
I was thinking about that. Is it
That
because
was a good response. That's that.
Well,
You know what that means when he does that, Josh? That means he's coming up with something evil
No.
to say.
But I'll tell you, I think throwing a baseball loosens up your arm rather than tightens it.
Yeah.
I am worried of all the body parts I have right now. My left knee and both of my shoulders are my latest orthopedic concern. I don't have anything debilitating yet.
Now shoulders, that's one you don't hear about much.
No, my sister did, and it worries the hell out of me because golf is off the table until you repair it if it gets bad.
What did she? Is it tennis that wrecked her shoulder?
Yeah, tennis wrecked her shoulder. And I've had shoulder injuries when I was in high school and roughhousing and also hockey. Got it. But the real
Did
bad
you ever
shoulder
knock any
injury,
doors down with your shoulders?
I definitely tried to go through doors with shoulders. Yeah. Don't ask me the circumstances because it was in a blind rage.
Right.
It was
that's
to
gonna
see
be,
that girl with the tattoos.
Right.
I'm coming in there.
That'll be the Vegas entry as well.
Yeah.
Through a
we'll
balsa
have
wood door.
right by poolside, we'll have a fake door set up and I'll come through like the Kool-Aid person.
I was thinking more
or
like the
Kool-Aid
Hulk.
character.
Character? The Kool-Aid character.
The Kool-Aid character.
That might be. Is that crap?
Is there a name for the Kool-Aid character?
Yeah.
Is there a
Kool-Aid
name
Man.
for that? What's
Kool-Aid
that?
Man? Isn't it
No.
the Kool-Aid Man?
I think it's Sheldon.
This is the dumbest show.
It's actually Frankie D. Kool-Aid.
Is that real?
Yes. Also
Are
known
you
as
serious? Is it really?
Yes, it is. Frankie D. Kool-Aid, also sometimes referred to as Captain Kool-Aid.
No one says that.
Frankie D. Kool-Aid.
Frankie D. Kool-Aid.
Now, when they call him Captain Kool-Aid, is he a military man? Did he serve?
No bastard ever won a war by drinking Kool-Aid for his country.
Wouldn't it be great to get a picture of the Kool-Aid man in front of the flag, like at the front of Patton?
Kool-Aid man.
I was thinking a tattoo for Mike. Frankie D. Kool-Aid.
Oh,
Frankie
that would
the
be a
Kool-Aid.
good tattoo. And you know what? If you wanted to get matching tattoos with your son in 10 or 15 years, how about your medical ID number?
That would be, yeah. The worst I ever heard, and this is so dark
Yes.
and evil, and I don't know where it came from or what show it was on, but I know it was on the air.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was talking about going to like a roadside strip joint and talking to the stripper, and the stripper had her phone number tattooed on her arm so that so in case she went missing and they found her body.
That's really sad.
It's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that evil? I don't know whether it's true or not, but
well, I mean, it seems like a bad idea because then any patron of the art.
yeah, I don't know. I
write
don't know
it
the
down.
detail. Don't ask me for the detail of that story. I'm really not sure, but it was. I remember that it jumped out at me. It was.
And
was
also,
strange.
what if you had to change carriers? Bad, right?
Well, no, you just keep the phone number. They all let you keep the phone number now.
Well,
Right,
yeah,
it's more
but
of-
maybe not back then.
Right, it's more if you add your address that it might be a concern.
Mike,
Unless
Chris
you
Arnold.
put it in a real sensitive area, like where you put your devil tattoo. That's what I might do. I might put. You know
will
what?
not get
You
a
know,
devil tattoo.
I will tell. No, you know what I will do
on your taint. Where?
No, I will get eyeballs. I will shave, and I will get eyeballs above the nose. That to me would be fun. By the way, the Groove Tube, one of the greatest
Yes.
comedy movies. By the way, the precursor to the SNL and
Laid the
the
groundwork.
Lampoon people were all involved in it, and they do one of the greatest. I wish we could. The bonus show. I think we need to. We've shown it before, have we not?
I believe so.
It is a PSA for, I think, sexually transmitted disease prevention, something along the lines. And you see this character in the distance going, how are you? Like that. And it's this really slow pan.
And it's
when
a
you get
silly-looking puppet-like character.
it's a puppet-like character that you see. And as you get to the close-up of it, you realize that it is an upside-down male appendage with eyeballs either glued or painted on the scrot, and then the twig is the mouth, and it is
Mike,
funny.
It's somehow
it is
made
big
worse
time
when-
funny.
Every time you describe it, it sounds not as bad as it is. It's kind of goofy. It's not. But it's
yeah. Do you think I make it sound worse the way I describe it?
yeah. You make it sound a little creepier. I think
It is.
I don't know. It's the
I didn't think it was
realization that
creepy. I
makes
thought it
it
was
funny.
absolutely fracturingly funny. And there's another one where a guy is running through the woods and taking his clothes off. And he's following this beautiful woman who I believe is also taking her clothes off.
Yeah, I think
and
so,
he's
as I
stripping. And it's just a stupid. They threw stuff up against the wall to see what would be funny, and then he breaks through the forest, and he's out on this road, and then there's a sheriff there. Just random, just totally random.
What it is,
you know?
it's like an episode of Saturday Night Live where some sketches work, some don't, but it's a motion picture. So it's
if you
curious.
could pull this right now, Josh, there is a scene. It's Groove Tube, Anchorman. I think that would get it. Groove Tube, Anchorman, where they just leave the camera on him and they won't pull away. And I don't know. This is maybe early 70s. I'm not sure, or
like
mid 70s.
I think,
and it holds up
3.
where they just get, and he says, "Good night and good news," and that's the way it is. And he folds his papers, and then the camera just stays awkwardly on him for.
Well, let's see if this is it.
Okay. Let's
On
show.
Evening News is featuring a
is
special
it.
report on the
This is
urban
it.
crisis.
Okay.
Here, with another aspect of the problem, is Peabody Award winner Lionel Elgin.
That's the guy. Look at how bad the
I
quality
am
is.
standing in a rundown hotel room somewhere in New York's Times Square, where I am
This
about
is
to
so
experience
stupid.
firsthand
It looks like
the
1970s
degradation to the
news.
It's
soul and
1970s.
spirit, which
If
is
you-
New York prostitution. I have just given this woman $20.
All right,
and
now
I
move
am a
forward.
trick.
Move forward. Because it's okay. There he is. All right, now here's the shot. All right, now you got to go back a little bit because he says good night and good news.
And this is Rob Pass through this forgotten chamber, buried in the heart of still. And that's the way it is, was, and will be.
Here we
And
go.
this is Robert Elgin for Channel 1 News, hoping that your news is good news. Good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow. No matter what the news may be, this time or any time, until next time, have a good time all the time.
There he goes. Now he's off. All right, and now the camera just stays on him. This to this day
Still awkward. Yeah.
makes me laugh because they just keep. And the thing about bits is I love. It's still making me laugh.
now
a
he's
bit
looking
where-
awkward. He looks to
Now
the
he's
side.
looking very awkward. A bit where they go all the way with it, and it's
Yeah.
not funny unless they go. They go all the way.
Now
with it.
all smile
This
has
is
left his face,
And now he's aware that the
lifting his papers.
that the camera is staying on him. He is not sure what to do. It's so stupid.
It
But
really
it's
is.
now he's folding the papers one after a time like he has something to do.
He's also listing to his right.
John
He's lost
Stewart,
track of-
I think, does an homage to that in the opening of The Daily Show when he does the folding of the papers and the writing. Of
Now he
the-
takes
the
out a
papers.
pen.
He's taking out a pen like
Well,
he's.
yeah, you're seeing that common now where for the last 5 seconds of a show, like they've got something else to do while you're going to commercial.
where they
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
It's basically on a prompter. Their paper is in case the prompter goes out. That's
Now
what
the
they have.
teletype has stopped, so he's sitting in dead silence, still looking left and right.
I'm sorry. I love this, and now he's got to figure out another strategy because the camera is on
So
him.
now he's moving a little to his left.
I think at some point he will try to just slide down to hide
Yeah,
behind the desk.
Looks like he's preparing for that.
Yeah,
He's doing this right now. There.
like he's on a slow elevator going down.
I'm sorry. Maybe it's me. I hope it's
No,
not
no.
just me.
I
Have you ever
also-
seen this, Josh? Have you ever
I've
seen
never
this?
seen this. Is this a movie or a TV
It's
show?
the Groove
a
Tube.
movie.
The movie
Yeah,
is
movie.
called The Groove Tube. Chevy
Okay.
Chase was in it. A few other people from.
And he's now he's just at chin level with the desk.
This is people. I guarantee you, there are tons of people that have not seen this.
No,
Back
no,
in the-
this is-
And now he's gone.
You know how now? Well, you think he's gone?
Yeah.
Channel 1
Camera's
News.
following him under the desk.
Yeah, the camera follows him and he's crawling.
And then he'll notice the camera at a certain point.
Off the set. Looks back. Zooms in.
All right, that's enough. That's
Wasn't
it.
like the Groove Tube? Didn't it also have a sequence with a clown telling all the parents?
Oh
to leave
yeah,
the
it's
room?
got the dirty clown who gets all the parents out of the room. I loved it, and it was
Yeah.
all what the future would be with. And you know how old I am. I saw that in a theater. And it's just
1974.
stupid. 74.
close. Yeah.
A million years ago. That was amazing. I thank you for finding that,
Mike,
Josh. That was
checking
cool.
in from the chat room, Frankie D. Kool-Aid's full name is Franklin Delano Kool-Aid.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
No, you
But it made me laugh,
I would have
yeah.
believed it. I would have believed
I
it.
didn't realize he was a captain.
Right. Okay, so the latest on and I'm trying to not be ridiculously political, but there is something funny that occurred, and I'm making Josh work overtime today. If you look up Donald Trump, Willie Brown, there is a situation where everybody knows now that they have. This was actually when she ran for vice president, that Kamala Harris had dated Willie Brown, the mayor of San Francisco, when
Right.
she was in San Francisco, I think, as a DA. And, that's where the allegations pop in of that's how she rose to power or something.
Right.
There's a lot of the history that's always been reported. Well, Donald Trump apparently has a story about being in a helicopter with Willie Brown.
William Brown.
And what would you say?
William Brown.
I think he goes by Willie Brown. I think he's always gone by Willie Brown.
Would you like to see Willie Brown on CNN?
Yes, please. Yes, absolutely.
On another issue, the former San Francisco mayor, Willie Brown, is responding to Trump's
Oh, he's not
claim
on here.
that
We're
the
just
two of them
discussing it.
actually took a helicopter trip together and discussed Kamala Harris. Watch this. Listen to this.
So you were on a helicopter with him that almost crashed?
Oh.
That's your answer, right?
He's dreaming.
Now, the interview with Donald Trump, I don't know. Donald Trump says he was there's an interview where he talks about being in a helicopter with Willie Brown. I don't know if we have that line around anywhere.
I don't have that. I have this.
Okay.
And I have that Nate Holden.
Yeah,
He,
okay, so
he came
Nate
out and
Holden,
said, it was me.
Nate Holden says that's who he was in. If you can play the Nate Holden, he was actually.
No, I don't have the video.
Oh, you don't have that? Okay.
No.
That's okay. I'm laying too much on your lap. If you find anything, feel free to jump in with it. But it just was funny that he told this story. And then apparently the story goes from Donald Trump that the helicopter was in trouble. And as they were plummeting down to earth, he said some bad things about Kamala Harris because that's what he does.
He says that Willie said bad
Willie
things.
Brown said bad things about Kamala
That's a
Harris.
great story. If it were true.
The whole
It
thing.
ain't.
Well, then the whole controversy over there is another African-American city council member from Los Angeles that Donald Trump was in a helicopter with. So not only is the story about Willie Brown not true, but Donald Trump now seems to be putting the other black city leader in the picture with that, and it goes on and on with that thing. So it was
It's a
it was
wonderful, and
fascinating.
he told it so well.
With such enthusiasm.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of California, my life ends tomorrow. My wife will be
No.
tomorrow. Tomorrow is a day. Oh my God, tomorrow is a day. We're taping early tomorrow because I have to First of all, before we tape, and we're even taping early, I am taking my wife to the airport at the crack of dawn because she is flying out to California to a business meeting in California.
Los Angeles?
Palo Alto, San Francisco.
Okay.
And she is flying out there to really, the goal is really not to go to a business meeting. It's to meet a billionaire and finally just give me the big kiss. So
Yeah.
she is going out there. Following that, I will come back in here. I'll take extra meds tomorrow. I promise I will take extra meds tomorrow when I come in
take them
and do
early
the show.
so they have time to kick in.
I will do that, and then and then I will be taking my son to the orientation or the indoctrination or whatever they call it for
Meet
The
the teacher.
deprogramming? What is it called?
Meet the teacher, and he goes to his. I go to mine. It's only a half an hour in the library.
Hold on, who are
And,
you meeting?
I'm meeting someone. I think I don't know. I have to be somewhere. Yeah. Can you tell now the elderly father thing has kicked in, where these are responsibilities that I have been freed of? But Carla's meeting happens to coincide with the start of school
She
this
has
Thursday.
to go, Mike. She has to go out there for her prayer breakfasts.
Yes.
And all of her
No, she's slaying the
exercises.
dragon. I'm proud of her, and she's one of the leaders of this company, and she's doing a very nice job, and that's why she has been invited to go out there. And God knows
How many
what they're
days?
going to do. But it's only 2 days. She's only
So
out
the
there 2
second
days.
day is when they play bore on the floor?
A ball on the floor. Look. There are a few concerns. Number one, top of the hit parade. I'm a little bit concerned about the billionaire, driving through that part of California where they all are, the tech corridor. And the other concern, of course, when you think of the way she sells with all these different women, cult that she gets out there, and it's a cult situation.
Yeah. Well, that'll be good. Don't
Rob.
drink the Frankie Kool-Aid.
And Rob,
Right.
last week we learned that Mike made Carla buy life insurance before this trip.
Well, I didn't make her buy life insurance. It was a discussion. Yeah, maybe I did make it.
I thought
didn't
it
make.
was,
I don't
here's the
make
phone,
her do
The
anything.
life
Josh.
insurance has some needs to talk to you.
Mike, that's sort of a very Alfred Hitchcockian twist to the story.
That's-
God
now
forbid
you're-
something happens to her.
Stop! Don't say that. Stop it! Don't. That's freaking me out. You're freaking me out. It's just it. Look, she's going out
I'll
there.
be the beneficiary. You sign here.
No, but I don't. The way I said it to her.
Yes.
And by the way, she said she felt wonderful after she did it. She felt like she was giving her son peace of mind. And
when
that's,
she said that, was she holding up a copy of today's newspaper?
it's very nice. And by the way, she's she's very healthy and vigorous. And
We let her
should
sit
be
in the
fine.
sun. She had a few bites of cake. She's fine.
I'm
she
doing
was
the
just
best I can.
she was so tired when she got on the plane. I'm sure she'll be okay.
She's going to be fine. She's
Yeah.
going to absolutely be
Here,
fine.
Drink this milk.
Yeah. It's weird. Let me see if I've got the Trump thing here. I want to just play the audio of it. Let me
Yeah,
see
you're
if I've
not
got
changing
it.
the subject.
Hold on. All right, hold on.
Think Trump has life insurance?
Hold on a second. No, I can't get it. That's why Josh does it and I don't do it. I'm
Josh,
sorry.
are you insured?
I asked after that conversation last week,
Yeah.
and apparently I've ignored all the emails that I'm supposed to fill out with my information.
Oh, okay. So,
So
you're,
I
Do you have an
it's not
insurance,
there.
a life insurance policy, Josh?
Apparently, I have one to cover funeral expenses, and
Okay.
apparently, I've signed up for like $1 million one multiple times, and I've never filled out the paperwork.
It's a
So,
terrible, terrible thing to do. I mean, no, wait. When I say that, it's a terrible experience. Doing it is very responsible to your family. Have you ever had life insurance, Rob?
no.
Why not?
Because
If
for the
anyone should have gotten it when he was younger.
well, you should have perhaps spoken to the people at CBS, because for 30 some years I've been living paycheck to paycheck. So
Right.
it's never been a valid option for us.
Okay, I get.
I
But,
think
but
Carrie has
Are
some
you
through the
crying? Was
school.
that poor mouth? Were you poor mouthing a little bit right there? Were you?
No, I
doing
mean,
that?
it's just the way it is. We had to prioritize.
But I mean, back in the day when you were in your like 30s, you could have gotten it for like $19 a month or something.
Nah, they would have seen
Spend
problems.
you'd spend that on Beck's beer back.
Yeah,
in the
that's
day.
what I
That's
did.
the way it was.
Mike, sometimes you have to prioritize.
No, I can't get it because I'm old now, and
I think I'm old too. And I've
I had it, and then I got rid of it.
I think I have sort of what they call a checkered medical past. that they might
Not
look into.
back when you were in your 20s and 30s.
No, but
though,
if I were to
right?
try and get it now, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you wouldn't. No,
Yeah.
Nobody would insure you.
And
I mean,
I'm
they
not
insure you. They just it would cost you a lot.
It would
But
cost you a lot.
however, but you've also quit drinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I have.
Might be quit.
I
but
did,
see-
what an opportune time to open a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
huh?
I know. He takes a pull on the worst substance you can put in your body, right?
Not
there.
the
those-
worst subject.
those-
What do you
ladies that-
think it is? Of course, it's the worst substance.
you know what's
When
worse
I
than
read an
that?
article about it last week about sugar sodas are. That's just the empty. It's the empty calorie of empty calories.
Did you, Mike? Did you read that while you were doing your birdie juice?
Well, I mean that's alcohol, but I mean, Rob,
and empty calories and
you
sugar.
can't
There's-
deny. Do not
there's
deny.
as much sugar in Fireball as there is in Dr. Pepper.
It's not. But it's not the sugar that is in Fireball. I know it's bad for me. I admit it's bad for me.
Right.
Any alcohol is bad for me. But I'm saying you read articles about sugary sodas every day, right?
But what I'm saying is that Fireball is as sugary, and you're downing it with alcohol. So
well, no, it has alcohol in it.
Yes.
And we
I
had
mean, that's it.
there was a video a few months ago on CNN about like a 104-year-old woman that claims it's Dr. Pepper that keeps her alive.
See?
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't
Do
her
you drink
doctor.
sugar sodas, Josh?
He does.
I do. I drink a little Coke. I mostly drink seltzer waters, but I do drink Red Bull every morning. So I guess that crosses all that
That's
out.
a time bomb right there. That's what you shouldn't be having.
Sugary sodas, also known as sugar-sweetened beverages or soft drinks, contain added sugar or other sweeteners like high fructose corn syrup. That's the bad stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Fruit juice concentrates and sucrose. That's another bad one.
That's
Some
sugar,
popular brands can contain as much as 12.5 teaspoons of sugar in a 500 milliliter bottle, which is similar to the amount of sugar in a large piece of cake.
Yum. Who doesn't love cake?
I don't know, Rob.
thank
If
you,
you could
Mike.
could you look up Fireball and how much sugar is in Fireball?
Yeah.
But that would be 12 ounces of Fireball too, right?
Which
If
is
I
about what you
it.
drank on Saturday.
Oh God. Well, enough to put me in the fetal position on Sunday.
Yeah.
Where I was just I was
But at least,
functional. I was
Mike, you could have really made it out better on Saturday, only if you had eaten the celery in your Bloody Mary.
You know what I
needed
have
that.
here
What?
from December 22nd of 2022. I have the 10 most sugary soft drinks.
Yum, go. I bet I love them all.
Here we go. Let me go down to 10. Sunkissed Orange.
That's a great soda.
One 12-ounce can, 51 grams of sugar.
Okay.
A&W Root Beer. Another
Not a
great
fan.
soda. No? Barges or Barges?
I like Barks. I like Barks. I
Barks.
like Mug. Yeah.
Sunkissed has 51. A&W, 53 grams. Cherry Coke,
oh, God, it's great. But I usually make
55
my own.
grams of sugar.
Cherry Coke's my favorite. That's what I go to.
Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 7 on the top 10 list, Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Enjoy your 58 grams of sugar as you enjoy.
I'm looking at the back of the can. That's exactly right.
Now, wouldn't you think that...
hold on.
Yes.
It's not 58 grams in a can. I've got to get my readers, but I don't think that was right.
12-ounce can contains
Well-
58 grams of sugar, it says.
No, I got 39 grams.
Is that Diet Dr. Pepper?
No, the devil you say. It's total.
So they're lying about it.
Yeah, the carbs is 40, and then the total sugar is 39 grams, which is
That's-
78% of your daily
And-
sugar allowance.
And my Red Bull is 38.
Oh, so
So
you're
less
38
sugar in a
grams?
Red Bull
You're
than
living
Dr.
healthy.
Pepper.
Well, I know if they're putting this out there, the people at Medium are putting this out there at, for, you don't have to lie about that. I mean,
Mike,
if Rob's
it's
reading
a
the can,
lie.
It
they
depends
can't
who
put
paid
it on
for
the can.
article.
They can't. What's that?
Who paid for the article?
I don't know.
Is it purposely to try to put Dr. Pepper down?
No,
The
because
article
it's
was
got
written by
Mountain Dew.
It was written by M. O'Mara.
Mountain Dew has 77 grams of sugar.
Yeah, Mountain Dew is a killer.
That's almost 20 teaspoons. That means they can hardly read.
It's a lie.
Well, here's the lady that loves Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Credits at least some of her longevity to a Lone Star State favorite.
Yes.
You're drinking Dr. Pepper right now.
That's exactly
Why do-
right.
why do you-
That stuff is good. It's got sugar in it. And two doctors have told me that if I drink it, I will die. But they died first.
That's proof that it's good for you.
Yeah.
So you think that this drink has helped you live to this age of 104?
Well, evidently because everybody tells me it has too much sugar in it, but since I've been drinking 3 a day for 50 or 60 years, evidently my body needs sugar. I don't take any medication.
Wow.
That's
Don't
great.
find anything wrong with me.
Look at that. There you go. Drink
There you go.
away.
Rob.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will tell you, I mean, he's never looked better to me, to be honest with you.
Well,
I mean,
thank you.
I'm going to just be
Thank you,
honest
darling.
here. I think you look healthy. You look like the vacation did you some good. You really
It was
do.
nice.
You look
it was
healthy.
nice. Thank you.
But so
think we
well,
both-
that
this might
bothers me
be-
though when I get a list and then you read the back of the can and it's telling me that they're 20 grams off.
Are you sure it's not for 16 ounces?
Let me ask this question:
I'm open. I will entertain.
Does it
all
say per
questions.
serving?
It says serving size 1 can. 1 can enjoy a Dr. Pepper.
All right, how much sugar is
There's a lot of Dr. Pepper hate going around because there's TikTok
Well, I mean, they're
videos
five,
saying that there's 63 grams of sugar in Dr. Pepper.
That's not true. Now, how
And
about
that's not true
Eight.
either.
All right. Now, here's another one. A 12-ounce can of Dr. Pepper contains 40 grams of sugar, which is more than the American Heart Association's recommended daily sugar intake.
Let me tell you about the American Heart Association. They have got an agenda, and I don't trust them.
Saving lives, those bastards.
Boo hoo hoo. Now, Mike, I also have a classic 6-pack of real sugar Dr. Pepper, and I'm going to check that for its
Okay.
its content
Right.
too. This
And
is
now-
one bottle,
Then
and it also
somebody-
has 39 grams of sugar. It's 39.
Then
Is
why
that also
are
12 ounces?
All right, how much sugar is
Yeah,
in a
also
12
12
ounce
ounces.
Dr. Pepper? Coca-Cola, 39 grams of Dr. Pepper, 40 grams. And what did you say it was? 36 on your can?
39, I think.
30. Okay, so 40 grams or so. That's
Maybe
it.
they're
39,
counting
40.
backwash.
So
like
that's
if you
it.
eat some donuts and then you drink soda.
So so it's your daily intake, and
Food,
but
I
you
bet
look healthy.
everyone in the world exceeds their daily intake for sugar, even just by accident. Sugar happens, it's around. So I
You
take
come
mine
down
by
here,
soda.
drive through the center part of the state over by Lake Okeechobee, and you'll see
Yep.
just fields of sugar cane.
There it is, Mike, and that's why your state is awesome. That's why every lake is green as an emerald.
Florida gives us sugar. We'll take a break. When we come
Do,
back,
let's do.
Got a nice little round table for you, and his color is better than it's ever been. That's
Thank
my
you.
opinion. Might
Mike,
be the
why is
lighting,
it
though.
with you always about color? Can't
Sorry
you just
about
see the
that.
person?
Well, I had the Willie Brown story. And Josh, if you can find Trump's interview about Willie Brown
Yeah,
sometime during the
I can't
show.
find that video anywhere.
I think you're torpedoing me because of your politics. Anyway, we'll be right back, everybody. Hey, my laundry detergent used to come in a big, dumb, oversized jug,
Boo, and it was full of sugar.
and the smell was meh. Didn't care
Yeah.
for it. I switched to Laundry Sauce. Laundry Sauce has partnered with one of the top fragrance houses in the world, and it smells. I smell it right now. It's amazing. I
Yes.
love it. My favorite scent, definitely my Laundry Sauce scent, Siberian Pine. As a matter of fact, I called somebody from Siberia, and they said, if you make sure you get Laundry Sauce, get Siberian Pine. That's great. Doesn't that sound fresh and cool?
It does.
They've stripped away all the unnecessary ingredients, and they maximized hardworking stain fighters to ensure your favorite clothes come looking brand new. And it's not just pods. Laundry Sauce makes scent boosters, dryer sheets, dryer balls, fabric softeners, and even candles. Plus, if you aren't happy, send back your Laundry Sauce for a full refund, no questions asked. Come smell me in Las Vegas. Elevate your laundry with Laundry Sauce. Now is the time to check it out. Head to laundrysauce.com/TMOS and use promo code TMOS at checkout for 15% off. That's the best offer you'll find. But you must use our code TMOS for 15% off your order. One last time, that's laundrysauce.com/TMOS, promo code TMOS for 15% off, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. News.
Carrie
Good night
bought
and good news. Channel 1 News, everybody.
Carrie bought a Laundry Sauce candle this weekend. She
The
loves the
scent-
scent that much. She wants the
The
whole
scent
house
is
to smell like
awesome.
it.
I love it, and you will too, folks. I promise you. In Paris, we witnessed the greatest athletes on earth displaying their almost superhuman talents, the track and field, and the sprinters and the runners. My favorite part of it, really, watching the highlights. I didn't log a lot of live time with the Olympics, but I watched our relay where we beat Jamaica, and if that isn't the spirit of athletic competition, I don't know what is. But the real breakout star of the Paris Games was a woman who calls herself Raygun. We had it on the show yesterday, and she hops like a kangaroo. G'day, mate!
She is from down under. She comes from a land down under.
Yes, Vegemite sandwich, Australian breakdancer Rachel Gunn. Still don't know whether she's legit. She caught the world's attention. Yes.
The claims are that she just tricked Australia into a trip to Paris.
I could find that completely plausible, but she caught...
You know what that is? That's downright despicable. You can't do that to your nation, not even if it was a penal colony.
Well, she caught somebody's attention, the very famous Adele, during one of her German residency shows. Adele asked the crowd if they'd seen, quote, the breakdancing lady. She called her effing fantastic, because Adele's got a bit of a potty mouth, which I love.
Yeah.
She said the best that's happened in the Olympics the entire time. Like a lot of people, Adele couldn't figure out if the routine was a joke or not. Nobody knows yet.
Right.
I'm sure people are doing some investigative journalism, but she said it made her very, very happy, and it made all of us very happy. And she added, quote, me and my friends have been pooping ourselves, oh dear, laughing for 24 hours.
But that's normal behavior for her.
Now, sadly, Rob Spiewak, breakdancing will not return for the 2028 games.
So I should switch. So now I should quit training?
Stop training. This was its first year, and it may very well be its last year.
But it looks like they are bringing flag football and cricket.
Cricket's legit.
Replace it.
Cricket's a legitimate sport, and I think that's a great idea. Flag football, I don't know. How do you feel about that, Josh? You're the sports guy. How do you feel
would love my kids to play flag football. Grown men playing flag football, I don't get the point.
And I don't even. This makes me a bad dad to a certain extent.
What's that?
Flag football. I hate flag football.
Well, Mike, Bill Cosby told you not to put your kid in regular football.
I know. It's just
true story.
Every flag football experience my kid had was fraught with problems.
Yeah.
With dads being the coaches and their sons getting all the playing time.
I took Robert out for flag football, and we got kicked out of the league because they let me choose the flag.
Okay, we don't want to get into that. Thank you.
Speaking of flags, I think I found Trump right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, see, there you go. You challenge him.
Yeah.
Former mayor of San Francisco, and how that might have intersected with her career trajectory. So I'm just wondering if you followed that discussion at all.
He doesn't look well.
Well, I know Willie Brown very well. In fact, I went down in a helicopter with him. We thought maybe this is the end. We were in a helicopter going to a certain location together, and there was an emergency landing. This was not a pleasant landing, and Willie was, he was a little concerned. So I know him pretty well. I mean, I haven't seen him in years. But he told me terrible things about her. But this is what you're telling me anyway, I guess. But he had a big part in what happened with Kamala. But he I don't know, maybe he's changed his tune, but he was not a fan of hers very much at that point.
Okay.
What?
And it's not true. No. That's what's funny about it.
He had all the details except a certain location. I mean, why don't you...
Well, it's the person. The person is what he had wrong.
He had the person wrong, but he made the whole thing up.
Right. Yeah. Well, Holden said they did have an issue in Manhattan with the helicopter going down.
He's in a helicopter in Manhattan with another guy.
Right. And he said that when it happened, Trump went as pale as a ghost, afraid. Now, he said, to Trump's credit, 3 of his executives died in a helicopter a month earlier.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's look into that.
We'll do that. That one. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that.
Awesome.
People over on Reddit are sharing their negative experiences working with famous actors. I love these stories. Here are some highlights. We'll start at 10. Steven Seagal, grade A D-bag. That's all it says. James Corden at number 9. He won't talk to anyone except the most senior crew.
What have I always told you about Corden? He's a jackass.
Yeah, well, he's legendary, noted dink. Number 8, Tyra Banks legitimately will fire some people if they look her in the eye when passing in the hallway. Have no idea whether that's true or not. All right? Take everything with a grain of salt. Michael Cera, Huge a-hole. That's all
I can
it
see
says
that.
here.
I can
Chris
see that.
Pine, massive D-bag. Russell Crowe, super arrogant and self-important. Ben Stiller and John Cusack, very entitled. Exactly what you would expect from them. No, I wouldn't expect that from either one of them.
To be great, yeah.
Scarlett Johansson. Now, this makes me sad. Very high maintenance, demanding things left and right. Number 2, Dr. Phil. He has a no eye contact rule, one of the nastiest, most self-absorbed people. And at number 1, and the whole reason I brought you these, I was surprised. Blake Lively.
Really?
Number 1 most entitled, snobbiest, and rudest person to deal with through tantrums. She doesn't look like she would, does she? She doesn't look like
Let's
she
go
would do
live
that.
now to the Dr. Phil studios.
Okay.
Dr. Phil, can I look you in the eye?
If you look me in the eye, I'm going to tell you right now, your ass is grass. I'll kick your butt right out the door if you're going to look me in the eye.
Would you like some little chocolate donuts?
I don't want little chocolate donuts. I was in a helicopter with Willie Brown.
No, you weren't.
And the helicopter was going down, and he said some terrible things about Kamala Harris.
I don't believe you for a moment.
Thank you. All right, let's move on. Kit Harington admits that mistakes were made. Do either one of you Game of Thrones people? Do you like the show?
You know what?
Care?
Robert has just watched the series for the second time like a maniac. He loves it. I literally tried to watch it. It just wasn't my scene.
At the
I've
end,
never even turned it on.
He said, I watched it hit and miss. I watched a little of it. Mistakes were made, according to Kit Harington, who was Jon Snow, in crafting the 8th and final season of Game of Thrones, he says, but he's not sure things could have happened any other way. He says, I think there was, if there was any fault with the end of Game of Thrones, is that we were also effing tired. We couldn't have gone on longer. And so I understand some people thought it was, yeah, that's the actor
Tough
thing.
day, was it, Kit?
And didn't they take like 5 years between seasons?
And
They
didn't
had, like,
one of the
enough vacation
episodes
time.
one of the episodes in the last season was shot so you couldn't see anything? Remember, it was like a foggy episode?
Well, it was a helicopter shot, and Willie Brown was flying the helicopter.
Great callback.
He says, quote, I'm not sure there was any alternative. I look at pictures of me in that final season. I look exhausted. I look spent.
Oh,
I didn't have
poor
another
Kit.
season in me. Rob doesn't like Kit.
What is Kit short for? Complainer?
No. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. As for Jon Snow, the spinoff that never happened, Kit says, quote, he's British, right? We spent a couple of years back and forth developing it, and nothing got us excited. Because I was
Jon
tired.
Snow. Kit Harington.
I was tired. Hey, list haters, this is the wrong news for you. Is America's love affair with pumpkin spice drawing to a close?
I hope so.
It's still beloved by not as many. It has moved down to 4th on the list of cherished spices. Yes, 4th overall. So what beat it? Here are the top 10. I'm not giving you those. I'm going to give you the 3 in front of it.
Okay.
Candy apple.
Okay,
see,
that's
pumpkin
not really a
spice-
flavor. That's not really a flavor.
I don't know what that is.
32% said pumpkin spice. Candy apple got 36%. Salted caramel, very
That's
popular.
Very
That's everywhere.
trendy. Very trendy.
37%. And number 1, a good old standby. I got the Mentos gum out on my kitchen table right now. Cinnamon.
Oh, I love
cinnamon.
And then number 4 is pumpkin spice. And then
Number 4 is pumpkin spice.
Number 5 is Feces.
Feces. Delicious feces.
Josh, didn't you have an update on
I was
Kit?
just going to say, Kit's real name is Christopher.
Christopher Kit Snow. Harrington. Sorry
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
Christopher
I went to
Harrington.
school. I went to school with a guy named Kit, and he always wrote his name K-I-T and then wrote a star. He's an asshole.
That's so pretentious. That's like putting a second B on your name.
No, it's not at all. How dare you?
Happy Left-Handers Day. Celebrating the 1 in 10 people who have just a bit harder in life. I'm left-handed. I don't have it harder in life. It's BS. All right? Yeah. Was it a thing back in the day when certain Irish aunts thought it was like you were the devil?
The devil,
And
yeah.
I was referred to by my grandfather, my paternal grandfather's sister, as Cathog, which was this evil term for left-handers. Unless you're a lefty, you don't notice how many little things are designed for right-handed people. You do when you get out to fill out a form. Yeah.
Did anyone in your family try to correct it?
My left hand was bound with leather twine, leather
Baling
wrapping.
wire.
They bound it, and so that's why
I was asking
to
a
this
serious
day
question.
it's withered.
My Uncle Dano's a left-hander. My mom's a left-hander. Julia is a left-hander.
I have never been aware of zippers on jeans being a problem. I'm a little bit ambidextrous, but I've never. Apparently, that's not good
And
for
you
left-handed
use
people.
that a lot.
Credit card machines, the swiper is always on the right. That is true. That doesn't bother me either.
Yeah,
and by the way,
simple.
I'm a big fan. Here's my issue with credit card machines now. Let them all put it very clearly and very distinctly where you're supposed to lay down your credit card, all right? Yep. You don't have 20 different options. They're all different, and they should all be on the pad. That's where they should be instead of down in the lower corner or whatever. Do I sound like an old man when I'm doing
No,
this?
you sound like an old left-hander.
No, I think everyone does that, where you put the card on and you drag it around waiting for it to beep.
And it's like, over here, and then you see this little corner. Measuring cups.
Internet.
If you hold one in your left hand, you're stuck measuring in milliliters instead of ounces. Way too much thinking going on with that. Car fobs, the kind with a key that opens like a knife. The only thing I can say about car fobs, I do have an issue with car fobs, and that might be because of my left-handedness, where I kind of jockey them around.
But, I mean, you have to... Go ahead, Josh.
Why is the fob the problem? Shouldn't the problem be that the keyhole is on the right-hand side?
No, these are the ones where they pop out, like a switchblade. And so if you hold it in your left hand and it pops, it's going to go into your palm. But I could see you would only pop it on your right hand because that's where your key is going to be inserted. You're not, the ignition's not on the left.
Right. You got to buy a left-handed car.
All I know is Carl always says to me, stop being a fob. Microwaves, if you push the button to open it with your... No, that doesn't matter. And rulers and tape measures. I have an issue with rulers and tape measures, too, when I'm measuring stuff. I always thought that's
what
just
have I
because
always
was
said
slow.
to you, Mike? Measure twice and cut once.
Well, I only measure one thing, and it hasn't gotten any bigger, that's for sure. And finally today, no need to wrestle your dog into the bath anymore. Italian luxury fashion house Dolce & Gabbana has launched a new perfume for cat-eyed companions. The alcohol-free scented mist for dogs is on sale for €99 and comes with a free collar. But also a warning from animal rights activists. Of course, they get involved in this.
Yeah.
They say it could cause pets distress. It's a tender and embracing fragrance, they say, created for a playful beauty routine. International animal rights charity PETA said squirting dogs with a fragrance designed to please humans is just going to upset them. The founder of PETA, Ingrid Newkirk.
Oh, yes.
She sounds like fun. Dogs have hundreds of millions of receptors in their nostrils, more receptors than we do, and they can smell 10,000 to 100,000 times better than humans. Plus, we all know the smell that dogs like and how they get to know each other. Come on. It's da butt, stupid. I think it's ridiculous. We know
Dolce
what they
and
like.
Gabbana. Yeah.
They like the smell of ass. That's
Yeah,
what they
do.
truly, truly enjoy.
Yeah,
ladies
but
and
we couldn't have
gentlemen.
put it in a bottle. We had to put it in a bottle.
Hey, my name's Salvatore Dolce. Yeah, you put it in and you spray it on the doggy. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Why you not make it smell like poo-poo? We'll take a break and come back with something, I promise. Hi, everybody. Anon, Prithvi. The date approacheth. Do we have the new commercial?
Keep reading.
Yeah, that's the next line.
Won't you play our new Vegas commercial, Rob Spiewak, please? Pause while video plays. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk about FOMO, defined commonly as fear of missing out.
I'm sad.
When the Mike O'Mara Show hits the road
to hell is paved with good intention.
we often hear from listeners about their disappointment in not choosing to join us for one of our fabulous weekends. And that's why we don't want you to miss out on the best one we've ever done.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
So excited you guys are back.
The Grand Reunion Weekend at the Downtown Grand Hotel in Las Vegas, the weekend of November 9th, is a must-do for any fan of TMOS.
Like too much.
Like too much what?
A live show
Here's the showbiz.
on the Citrus Pool Deck high atop the hotel.
21.
Blackjack and slots play with the show in the Downtown Grand Casino.
Light 'em up.
A ladies' brunch Saturday morning. And plenty of quality time with friends old and new.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep. Great discounted hotel rooms are still available exclusively for TMOS listeners. And tickets for our live show are going fast. This will be epic. So don't miss out. Get everything you need at MikeO'MaraShow.com. And we still might go.
It could happen.
Kidding. I'm just joking. Josh, anything you want to add to this? It's a wonderful spot you guys both produced. I appreciate that.
No,
No,
people are continuing to buy tickets. Saw people hop on yesterday and grab some, so we want to just keep going that way. Get
so
your
we got to
hotel
pound
rooms
it. Got to keep reminding you, okay?
Yes.
Get your tickets.
Don't make me nervous, all right? I like to sell them out as soon as possible, so come on.
Especially with tomorrow coming up. Please, God, sell some tickets. That's the last thing he needs tomorrow.
And it allows us to plan better.
Plan more better.
Yes.
Plan
Be
more better.
Be best.
We may have a surprise that some lucky person on a certain day when we're selling tickets, one of the ticket purchasers may get breakfast in bed delivered by me to them.
Wow.
Because we're going to be all be in the same hotel together in Las
It's
Vegas.
been years since you've done that for me.
And when I serve, I wear the full tuxedo.
Yes, you
and
do.
put out, bring the thing. And now it's always a little pesky when I have to knock out the room service waiter, but it should be big fun.
I love your patented method for keeping the coffee warm.
Should be exciting. Very
really
exciting,
should be.
ladies and gentlemen. This is the time of year when my sports teams come together and bring me great. Did I miss something? Oh, we're done.
No,
We're done.
I didn't know the spot was over. I'm sorry.
The Red Sox, they happened to win a really good walk-off win last night. They did against Texas. I appreciate that. But prior to that, they were on a bit of a losing skid. Josh does not have the same problem with his Orioles, who have been high atop the American League East for, it seems like, since day number one.
It's been a while, yes.
It's been fantastic for them. And I'm also noticing now that because the Giants are the Giants, of course, their backup quarterback goes down, and now they're saying they don't have a replacement for him. And so they're beginning their
standard
annual. It's just ridiculous.
Mike, I mean, I'm no sports maven, but isn't it
No, you're
standard
not.
to have a backup quarterback? Isn't that sort of something you do?
Well, you do, and they got one. They went out and they got one, and they got a pretty good one, and then he got hurt.
But they should have one behind him, depth on the bench, right?
They have Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito is the third stringer.
I
and,
like him.
And by the way, all the New Yorkers now, because he was Danny DeVito, they're all saying bring him back in and make him the number 2 guy. So who knows? But it's making me a little bit
Mike,
nervous.
it's a real Sonny Billy situation.
I'm not proud that I put my emotional well-being in the hands of people I don't know that play on sports teams that I love. The Boston Red Sox, the Washington Capitals, the New York Giants, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not proud of that.
Angels. Yeah.
I have become more, and I've always liked the NFL. I've always been a football fan, but I've become more of a football fan since my kid got into it.
Sure.
And last year, if you remember, I might have brought that to the show, that there was a Jets loss. They lost to the New York Jets in the regular season, and that's when my son cried. The New York Giants made my effing son cry, and that's why, while I'm alive, while I'm still breathing, I hope that we can feel the joy of Sundays. Because as everybody knows, if you're a diehard football fan, it really is kind of a make or break situation. And the worst thing would be if you're a season ticket holder and you go out to an 8:00 game at the stadium and you're drinking and then you have to go to work the next day. Oh my God. And your team is lost in overtime. And it's like, can you imagine anything more depressing than that? Well, probably losing a loved one. But I mean, really, that just sounds horrible to me, you know?
Jets, Jets. They defeated your Washington Commanders this weekend, you know.
Oh, did they? Oh, the Jets.
Yes.
Ooh, there you go. go. Yeah, Sugary.
I had that last year. Flew back to Baltimore for 2 Oriole playoff games and a Ravens game, and all 3 losses.
Oh my God, that's Baltimore.
Ravens Steelers, Ravens loss.
So
2 playoff games for the Orioles, they lose.
Other than that, how was the trip?
How was the trip, Mrs. Lincoln?
Right.
Let me ask you this: how do you feel about your Orioles going forward? I know they're obviously going to make the playoffs, but what do you think?
So they're going to make the playoffs. I feel good about them. I really feel they've had more injuries than any team almost, but they're making it through. And the fact that they still have the best record in baseball today is, there's things to complain about, but I can't complain.
Are they gonna get healthy, Josh Soroka? Are they gonna get healthy?
We've got the Nationals. No, we're not getting healthy. Everyone who's hurt is pretty much out for the year.
Okay,
I think we've got 2 guys that'll come back.
Now, tell me about the band that you may be getting in contact with that might be coming on this show.
Oh, from Towson, yeah.
Yes, from Towson.
Yeah, All Time Low is
All Time Low.
Baltimore Towson-based fan, pop punk band that's made of a bunch of Oriole fans.
And
so they
Rob,
reached out about the Orioles podcast, but I think it'd be fun to have them over here.
You're familiar with this band, Rob Spiewak?
I did some research on them. I had heard one of their songs, didn't realize it was them, but I like their sound. It's a good sound. It's fun records, and I think that we'd have a good time talking to them. And besides, they're from Baltimore. Josh, is Fred Lynn still playing?
No.
Okay,
no.
just checking.
I don't even know if he's still alive.
Oh, God.
But I do know the Orioles have the Nats tonight, and then this weekend we have the Boston Red Sox for 4 games.
Yeah, there we go. That's when Josh and I are going to have it.
That'll be fun.
We might do a little wagering, and I say that without the G.
Bet in?
We'll figure something out. I have to say that the name of the band was also the on one of my divorces. That was written on top of the envelope that I was served with. All Time Low. That's what it was, ladies and gentlemen. We got to take a break. When we come back, it's video. What does Jerry Todd say? That's great video.
A beautiful video, Mike. Listen.
Hey, I like that. Some beautiful video.
Beautiful video. 2 great segments coming up next right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. And go out today. Get your tickets. We'll let you know when I'll be serving breakfast in bed, ladies and gentlemen, to you. Unleash your best self with DermGlowSkin.com. It's never been easier. Just fill out a quick questionnaire, have a call with a medical provider, and get your prescriptions delivered right to your door. Just 1 injection a week, and you're on your way to losing 21 to 26% of your weight while improving blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. It did for me. I couldn't believe my blood work. It was really something else. They offer FDA-approved semaglutide and tirzepatide for weight loss, plus NAD+, B12, Samoralin, and PT-141. That was my favorite PT boat in World War II. That gives you the extra boost, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to shine in Las Vegas. Oh, baby, feel great and look amazing. Start your transformation today at DermGlowSkin.com. I'm Mike O'Mara, and I approve, everybody, this message. How about some beautiful video?
Beautiful video.
That's right. Good Samaritan videos, Rob Spiewak, are the new rage. We see them all over the place.
I have not yet been featured in one. Have you?
No, I have not, but while I love the concept, I have a little trouble. Rob was wanting to be on the video, the receiving end of one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I help people sometimes.
This is I got a typical one for you. Not sure when this came out, but I'll roll. Let's take a look at this, and then we'll discuss. Okay.
Ma'am, I'm so sorry to bother you. This is super embarrassing. Would you happen to have like $5 on you? I'm $5 short to get something to eat, and I just wanted to get a bite to eat. I'm hungry, and I don't have any money on me. Sorry to bother you about this.
Let me check my purse.
Oh, thank you so much. It's really nice of you to even consider. I asked a bunch of people, and so many people
should know that he's got $300 in his hand.
Got $300 outside of the cup that he's standing over.
I have a 5.
Oh,
she puts the
really
5 in his
cup.
cup.
Why did you decide to help me? I'm a complete stranger.
Well, I'm sitting here eating and you're telling me you're hungry, and I guess I can't eat if I know that my neighbor's hungry.
Wow, that's really nice of you. Well, here's the thing. I actually don't need the
I don't
money.
believe it.
I try to do nice things for people who are kind to others, and you're one of the first people who said yes to me when I said I was hungry. Yeah, and
wait till you see her reaction
gave me
at the end.
$5. There's
That's
actually
what I asked you to
$100
look
on the
at.
other side of this cup, and that's for you for being a kind person. That's for you.
That reaction right there appears to be somewhat genuine, but
She
I've
clasped
seen
her
so
hand
many
over
of you
her
don't buy
mouth,
it.
and I think
No.
that's because she's eating at Burger King.
I think it's covering laughter.
Yeah, I don't
Really?
think that's.
No.
For one thing, why would you trust anyone that's? I don't mind being asked for money, but someone who's videotaping it.
And
Yeah, it's
who-
weird. They're
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
They're weird, and I'm not sure. And I think that if it is fake, it's kind of insidious to a degree.
It's
for some
horrible.
reason.
It's
just
creating
not
magical
cool.
Who has
content.
cash?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
Who carries cash today? Moving on.
Mike has once said that he is naked without cash, but I think that has changed.
I have, but I'll tell you, I always bring cash to this joint. I welcome all people who have ever experienced this next restaurant to share it with me, because I have never been, but I like catching rolls. And take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Throwing a roll, little kid. Looks like Tiger Woods kid, throwing rolls.
I've never seen this.
Hot rolls. Hot rolls.
He's throwing them. Yeah. What is so? Explain to me. Throwing rolls. Is that a restaurant or is it a
And the
gimmick?
child labor.
Yeah.
Child labor. I have no idea whether the kid got a special uniform and got there. I don't know the name of the restaurant, but if you have ever been to the restaurant where they throw rolls, I'd love it. It would be. I like catching stuff. I like playing catch. So playing catch is fun.
That's
so
why you
throw the roll.
love going to Benihana and
Yeah.
catching the shrimp in your mouth.
Now, if I love that, I do. I enjoy it, and I'm
do.
good at it too. But if I was a waiter there, what I might do is like, all right, I would go, who wants a roll?
Yeah, don't
It's a
throw
place-
a spitball.
It's a place called Lambert's Cafe.
Lambert's Cafe. I
In
wonder if it's a
Missouri.
chain.
No, it's a family-friendly restaurant in Missouri.
In
They also
Missouri.
have another one in West Virginia, Mike. It's called Hot Yeast in Your Face.
Just the yeast, not the roll. That poor guy that had the big package that we showed the pole vaulting of at the Olympics. I thought that
Frenchman.
was a little overdone. But you know what? I remembered it, and you remember it probably next to the breakdancing lady, one of the best videos we had from the Olympics, and it made me want to give you more pole vaulting fun. I urge each and every one of you to watch this video carefully all the way to the end.
All right.
Take a look.
Here we go. Approaching.
There you go.
Up and over.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
How can I say this? He kind of rode the pole after he jumped.
Rode the pole. Yeah,
He
the pole
rode
became.
The pole.
There's a slow motion replay. Oh, man, that's going to leave a mark.
That's why, Mike. That's why they don't make the poles pointy.
Yeah.
Really good timing for him to land right on the top of the pole.
I heard he had a real bad attitude. He was walking around like he had a stick up his butt. Sorry about that.
I saw him. I said, "Hey, what's your bag?"
Rob Spiewak, you consider yourself a bit of a gourmet, do you not?
I love to cook.
Here's
to
the
eat,
question.
love to cook. Yeah.
This is the question for you today. Would you eat this? Take a look.
It is. Is it some?
I don't know what it is.
It looks like maybe an octopus or a squid.
No, it looks like maybe an innard, like a stomach or something.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Josh, does it say what it is? I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. I got the video, so I should have paid attention to what it is, but I don't know what it is. I think it looks like something like the innards, some sort of innards.
Aesop, not Aesop in the chat room says it's tripe, which is stomach.
Tripe. All right,
Yeah.
that's the stomach, right?
I might eat it if it wasn't prepared that way. That just looked like steamed tripe. I think it would need to have some sort of effort put into the preparation.
If you put it in a soup with eggs on top, I
bring it.
might do that.
How about fried tripe?
Fried tripe, fantastic, and that makes me
I'd do
think of Jimmy's Old Town Tavern in Herndon, Virginia, and that's why I'm going to share with you an episode I call "Wine Tasting at Jimmy's." Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
Smelling
This guy's
the
a little
cork.
pretentious,
Yeah.
just a little pretentious. He's getting his wine. They're removing the top of it right now, and then he's pouring a little white wine into the bottom of the glass, just a fingerful.
Right.
Meanwhile, the man's doing the old shake the glass.
Swirling, yeah.
Now he's looking at the color, which he is supposed to do with that music. And now he's going to give it the nose test. He's going to check out the bouquet. The bouquet. There he is. And then time for the sip.
Yeah.
And let's see how he likes it. He's swishing it around in his mouth. Oh, he is pleased.
He loves it.
Shakes the guy's hand. Let's go to Jimmy's. The guy's got a beer in front of him.
Yeah. He swirls it.
Swirls. Reaches into the foam. Tastes his beer.
Smells the foam.
There it is.
I think he likes it.
Here we go.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good. And for part one, we leave you before we break here with fishing in Florida. The reason I like this video...
We're not doing fishing in Florida.
Oh, we're not?
No, we're going to do the top 5
hot
things.
That's right. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Top 5. Thank you, Josh. Josh, you make me feel like such an idiot when you say it like that. Mike, you moron. We're not doing this. This is what, Josh Soroka?
Top 5 hot things to
that a woman looks for in a man, right?
Okay, very good. Lay it
5 hottest things you can say to a woman. Number 1.
This is my entertainment center. I have 2 phonographs on it. Here's one of them. And here's another.
You got
Number 2.
I have a lot of Elvis 8 tracks. Aloha from Hawaii. Live at Madison Square Garden.
Number 3.
This is the shelf where I keep DVDs of entire runs of television series. So if you like to watch The Addams Family or Arrested Development or The Dick Van Dyke Show or I Love Lucy or maybe Get Smart or The Andy Griffith Show,
Jesus,
there's no need to stream them because I have them on DVD.
Number 4.
I also have a lot of compact discs. I guess I have the most discs of Elvis Presley. They start...
You're a good actor.
Here and go to here on the next shelf.
Number 5.
Not all of my music is digital. In this room, I have hundreds and hundreds of vinyl LPs that are all alphabetized on these shelves. There's so much music, you can bet there'd be something you like. For example, if you like Herb Alpert, I have all of his LPs
there you go.
in stereo and in mono. And in stereo
and in mono.
Hope this helps.
All right, let me explain behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen, as we go to break here. I sent that video to Josh. Josh contacted Rob, and look what you boys came up with. That's pretty.
It was not
fantastic.
Rob when you sent it.
It was not Rob.
The amazing
Originally,
thing about that,
Rob's is better. Rob's is like 10 times better.
Yeah,
Rob's could go viral. Rob's could really go viral. Absolutely.
Rob's will be going up on TikTok and YouTube and everything this
I
afternoon.
think it's going to catch
the
fire.
amazing
I really do.
thing, Mike, is when he sent me the video is how little prep I had to do it. I just walk
around your
my
basement,
home.
right? That's all you had to do. That's fantastic, guys. Oh, man. Good work. I appreciate that. We will take a break and continue with some beautiful video.
That's beautiful video.
When we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show. Oh, my God. I have them all, ladies and gentlemen, in stereo and mono. Hey, did you know Americans pay about twice as much for their wine as the rest of the world? You want to know why? Because laws dating... Why? I'll tell you why.
Thank you.
Laws dating back to Prohibition ensure the right of wholesalers to make big margins. That's crazy crapola. So listen up. This podcast is sponsored by Naked Wines,
Yes.
a subscription service that seamlessly connects you to the finest independent winemakers on the planet, so you get a box of the market's best quality wines for a fraction of the price you'd normally pay in stores. Plus, you can pause or cancel at any time. Go to nakedwines.com. Do it. And it's nakedwines.com/TMOS, our code. Click Enter Voucher in the top right when you get to the website. Then you enter TMOS for both the code and the password. And that'll get you 6 bottles of wine for just $39.99. I'm doing mine today. Shipping is included. That's $100 off and less than $7 per bottle. Nakedwines.com/TMOS and use the code and password TMOS to grab 6 bottles for just $39.99. Nakedwines.com/TMOS code and password for $100 off your first 6 bottles. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I like that. Some beautiful video.
This combines two things that I hate: a gender reveal party, and it looks like they put on the invitation, everyone wear white. Because everyone is just wearing white at this gender reveal party.
Very suburban.
And I don't know if they thought this would happen, but I don't. Spoiler alert, Mike. It's a girl, but this is how they reveal it.
Okay.
It's an explosion of pink powder that really looks like they're killing everybody.
Oh my God! It's in mustard gas.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's
oh, see,
covering
that's
the
not
entire
good.
yard.
Now, oh yeah, people don't like it.
And because they're white, I mean, all the clothes are white. It's all
and now they're
covered in
pink.
powder. Yeah. Do you think that's just a joke gone wrong? Is it a joke? What's going
The
on?
worst
there?
one I've ever seen. I don't know if you played it for us or not, but that horrible one where the plane flew over the party and then the wing broke off the plane and the pilot died.
I did play
that's
that,
not
Mike.
funny.
And
I
there's
shouldn't chuckle. What kind of
nothing
monster
funny
am I?
about that.
Nothing
Trump was
funny
on that
at all.
plane.
Yes,
He was with
yes,
Willie
sir.
Brown.
Willie Brown. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Mike, I haven't heard from Charlie lately. Is Charlie by any chance in Australia?
He has been spending time down under for his summer vacation. Yes, he has.
Yeah, because an Australian barbershop, there's a phrase you don't get to say much. An Australian barbershop was hit by an arsonist, but it didn't go as planned.
Caught red hot handed.
He caught himself on
Arsonist
fire.
Sets fire to this Canberra barbershop and himself. Security cameras capture him scrambling out the door as his pants are scorched, only extinguishing himself after rolling on the ground.
Just seeing him on fire.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, do you think it was that? Well, if that's the owner, then it was somebody that had a grudge against the owner, not somebody that was trying to, do like they did in Goodfellas, where they're just torching the place.
The questions are multifold because, A, you have to wonder there's no financial gain to be torching a barbershop.
Well,
so maybe he
insurance.
did have but the guy didn't look like he was part of it. So I have to guess that it was a grudge. I think it was a bad haircut.
I think he might have been a swag man.
A jolly swag man?
Once a jolly swag man camped by a billy bong under the shade of a coolibah tree, and he sang as he watched, and he waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. I love Australian music.
Mike, your pants are on fire. You must be lying.
Yay! Thank you, everybody.
Dateline Halifax. This is a nod to our Canadian neighbors.
Nova Scotia?
Yes. I took my Learjet down to Nova Scotia just to see the total eclipse of the sun.
What song? Tell me what song.
You're So Vain.
Ah, that's right.
Carly Simon.
Was it really? Is that where it was? That's where the lyric
and
is?
you
Okay.
took your Learjet down to Nova Scotia to see
the total eclipse of the sun. You had one eye on the mirror as you watched yourself gavotte.
Great lyric. Great song. But in Halifax, a guy is approached on a bridge because he looks unseemly. The cops don't trust him.
Okay.
And so what would you do? Would you submit and go with the cops?
I always submit.
Where are you coming from?
I'm just coming up from runaway.
He's on a bridge.
Can you have a seat for me?
Have a seat? Am I being detained?
Have a seat. Yes, you're being detained. Have a seat.
So he puts his stuff down and jumps into the river.
He's in the water.
Oh,
this is going to be him on the bridge.
Oh, dear. Looks like Fort Myers.
He was later picked up by a police boat.
That's a little dicey when you try to get away like that.
Yeah, he played it wrong. He needed to sit there and accidentally fall back. So then he can blame and sue the cops.
Yeah, that might be
Tell him to sit on
more
the bridge.
difficult fall if he does that. What are the?
Yes.
I always forget the name of those guys that don't submit to any questions at all. Don't answer
Oh,
any
yeah.
truth sayers or truth finders or whatever the. I always forget, and we always forget that. And one of these
Mike,
days, I will remember what they
you
are.
should remember that because it's what you are.
Let me do this. We'll do a little playlet here. Rob, you be the cop, and
All right.
I'll be one of those guys.
Okay.
For
Sovereign citizen.
So I'll be a sovereign citizen. Go ahead. All right.
Sir, I'm going to need you to step back for a second.
I can't do that.
No, I need you to.
Am I
put
being
down-
detained?
Well, yes, we're going.
I don't
to
answer
detain you.
questions. There it goes
I'm
like
sorry.
that.
Were you ever on a plane with Willie Brown?
Yes, I was. The plane was going down, and he said bad things right before we were going to die about Kamala Harris. There it is. Thank you.
Do you go to car washes a lot? They can be so
Tons.
expensive, but
I have the monthly, which
Oh, you
which
do?
works out. Yeah, I go
This
to
is-
L Car Wash, Rob. That is the true story. I go to L. That is like
We've
40
talked about El Car Wash.
L Car Wash.
I should have taken Spanish. I don't know what that means.
Very good. All right,
Mike,
go ahead.
there is a small crime spree going on. Have you ever used the bathroom in a car wash?
I don't think I. Oh yes,
I have.
Yes, I have. I have when I've gone inside. I normally don't. This one, L Car Wash. You don't have to get out of your car unless you want to do some vacuuming, which
Sure.
is free after you go through the machine. You know.
Oh, they let you do the vacuuming?
Yeah, well, I mean the car wash you pay monthly, and you can go as many. No, here's the thing though. This is how they
Yeah.
get you. If you're planning on a monthly subscription to L Car Wash, you don't get as many as you like. You get one a day. You can only do it one a day. So, Josh Soroka,
And you got to pay per car.
Yes, and
Right,
if
they
you,
put a sticker on the car, right?
well,
That's
now
how
it's
mine is.
Now it's license plate. They have license plate
Okay.
technology. But if you go through the car wash and then you decide to go mudding, and you go through it again, they'll say no. You got to pay. That's how they.
Well,
get
you would. Why would you go in the car wash before you go mudding?
So it looks good.
I might be drinking.
Yeah. If you go to the car wash more than once a day, call me. It's not a good thing. Anyway,
Okay.
if you're in the bathroom at the car wash, the last thing you want is to be minorly injured.
Oh dear.
The first attack was reported July 20th at the wash tub on Bandera Road in Helotes.
The wash
The
tub.
arrest affidavit says a man was caught on their security camera going into a unisex bathroom, and then moments later, when someone else used the facilities, there was a small explosion. Detectives say a woman was injured, but she left the location before a report was made. Then just 6 days later, there were 2 more victims at a wash tub in San Antonio.
The hell's
at
going on?
1604 near 281. The affidavit says an employee was injured when she sat down on the toilet, and then moments later, a little girl had a similar experience.
What the hell?
The detective claims physical evidence left behind at both scenes is the same. They found the remains from small, readily available commercial fireworks that are designed to explode when pressure is applied.
They were in the toilet.
So this is somebody puts it under the lid.
Yeah,
Exactly.
those little ones you throw down.
Yeah.
They're
Mike, it's-
poppers, right? The
Right.
little popper things.
Yes.
It is not okay. And it's not funny.
But I mean, if it's a popper, it's nothing, right?
It's a standard prank.
Yeah,
And
but
yet-
I think that it might be something more than a popper, because if someone sustained an injury,
Right.
it couldn't, because you can set off a popper in your fingers.
I only deal with poppers when I go out to my clubs.
Mike, you don't own a club anymore.
Oh, that's right. I don't. Damn it.
But
Damn it,
it
Jim.
was also great. Malika Andrews on ESPN. Am I saying her name right? Malika, I guess it is.
Sounds right.
She handled the earthquake in Los Angeles yesterday. I hate to say this, like a true broadcaster. This
Okay.
is someone who this is the way you should do it.
Fun to see, particularly the crowd sort of getting behind as we have a bit of an earthquake here in Los Angeles. So we're just going to make sure that our studio lights, everything stays safe, everything's shaking. You good, Mylan? Everybody good? All right. Thank you so
Wow.
much for bearing with us through
Wow.
that. Our studio was shaking just a little bit.
Oh.
Darcy, if you're still good in the studio and everyone's still good. All right. So this is what I want to show you now, Rebecca.
That
How
is
about
so cool. That
Isn't
is
it?
so cool. That is. I wonder if she's a native Californian, because
She's
that is
gotta be.
so cool. Wow.
Wow.
amazing.
And Mike, yesterday we talked a little bit about dark rides.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most leisurely, calming dark rides in the Magic Kingdom is I believe this is the Cinderella ride. I could be wrong, but it's
Alice in Wonderland?
Alice in Wonderland, forgive me. And it's very, very calm unless the doors to the dark ride don't open when your car gets close to it. Here you are just going nice and lazily through the track, into the castle.
Broken.
Oh, no.
God.
Oh, listen to the
That
lady.
just happened.
Like she's really in danger. Oh, my God.
Okay, just
Oh,
got
look at her.
smacked by the
This
door on
lady.
Alice in Wonderland.
This lady, yeah. Don't care for her. But anyway,
Yeah.
be careful on the dark rides, Mike.
Was
That's all I
she
say.
wearing the Minnie Mouse bow?
Yeah,
The ears. Yes.
No, Mike, those are actually part of her body.
She's got ears that stick up. You can eat.
Mike, let's
Yes.
close with this.
Okay.
I think that when you look at the Saturday Night Live cast, I think Colin Jost is kind of special. He's sort of under the radar.
Yeah, and he's
always
grown
good
on me a
updates.
lot. He's grown on me. I didn't like him at the beginning, but I love him now. I really do.
And that's why NBC stuck him in Olympic coverage in Tahiti to cover the surfing.
Okay.
Now, one thing is the first day he was there, he cut his toe on a coral reef. And I think we discussed on the show that he said he spent more time in the medical tent than the Olympians. So here he is doing his closing in Tahiti, Colin Jost covering Olympic surfing.
Dude, are you okay? That's the #1 text message I've received in the last 48 hours, usually followed by, heard your foot fell off. Well, I'm actually fine. And despite what big media conspiracies would have you believe, I wasn't sent home from the Olympics. NBC simply looked at my foot, declared me legally a leper, and exiled me here, to the island of Malta. Now, Malta doesn't have many Olympians competing this year, but it does have thousands of 15-year-old British kids competing to see who can black out the fastest. And somehow, they're all winning. It also has this casino behind me, where I've blown the hundreds of dollars I earned as a surfing correspondent. But the real reason I'm in Malta, of course, is because it was the site of 10 separate bubonic plague outbreaks. So they thought I would fit right.
That's it.
There you go. Good stuff. I like
I love
that.
him. I think he's
the
great.
island of Malta.
There's
Fantastic.
a casino.
Good show, fellas. Lots of fun today. Don't forget, tickets still on sale for Las Vegas. See that man down at the bottom of the screen right there? You will
I
make
see him.
very happy. I know he doesn't look happy. He doesn't laugh a lot. He doesn't even smile a lot. But if you sell out our show in Las Vegas, this man will be very happy. He will be very pleased.
For the first time in his life.
And then it won't. Then I can trust that the door you knock on with breakfast is actually a listener.
There
and
it
not
is.
some random person.
Yes, not some randu who would be very upset. We got to get out of here. For Josh Soroka and Rob Spiewak, Michael Mayer saying, buy tickets to Las Vegas, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, folks.
Want more? Make sure you check out The Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.